So we have this fancy ginger liqueur. Now we just have to figure out what to do with it. Hey guys, Tom here, welcome back to the Underground. So today I have this, and we're gonna make 3 cocktails with this. 1 fruity, 1 fizzy, and 1 that just might not work. And by the end of the day, we're gonna see if this stuff belongs in your bar. So if you watch this show at all, you know I like ginger. I like ginger beer in my drinks, and ginger liqueur is just another gingery thing that I enjoy. But the first thing, we have to differentiate between ginger liqueur and ginger brandy. Now there is some differences. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Ginger brandy is usually ginger, just what it says. It's ginger infused brandy. Now brandy is a distilled grape-based product, and the ginger brandy is usually a little higher in alcohol, usually around 35–40% alcohol. Where ginger brandy, or ginger liqueur, excuse me, is usually use a neutral grain spirit, like a vodka base or something like that. It's a grain spirit rather than a brandy. It's lower in alcohol. This one is only 28%. This one is 35%, and you can tell they're different. This is darker. This is lighter. This definitely has more alcohol smell to it. This definitely has a more brandy smell to it. But is there a real difference in the flavor? It's sweet. It just tastes like sweet liquor. I would be hard test to tell you there was ginger in it. Now this one, on the other hand, that's ginger all day. That's delicious. You could drink that just like that. And the two are not interchangeable because of the differences in the alcohol and the sweetness and the flavorings and stuff. I mean, ginger brandy has its place. There was a guy that used to come into the bar where I worked. His name was Eddie, and he would always drink. That was his shooter, ginger brandy, and it's not bad. He would just drink his beer, and then there's certainly nothing wrong with it, but that's not what we're doing today. Today we're going with this ginger liqueur. And like I said, I have 3 drinks I'm going to make for you using the ginger liqueur. 1 fruity, 1 fizzy, and 1, we'll see. It's a little bolder, but I think that's going to be good too, but we'll see. So the first one, let's get right into it. And while I'm telling you about it, be sure you gotta check us out. Come see us time and time again. Subscribe if you're not already. We really want to build the pirate family, the underground family, and make it really something special. And we can't do that without you. So subscribe, turn on notifications, so you can be alerted when something new happens, and you can come hang out with us at the bar, and like and share. Let other people know what we're doing here, and tell them I sent you when you tell your friends. But beyond that, let's get into it. This one is called a tropical ginger punch. Now, as you can imagine, it's going to have our star of the show, ginger liqueur, and then your favorite rum. I got all kind of stuff down here. Just a little pineapple juice and a little lemon juice, just like that. No, this is actually, that's not what this is. Yeah, I'm mixing drinks, not lime juice. I'm sorry, lime juice. This one takes lime. Although it probably would have been fine with lemon. So, tropical ginger punch. Rum, ginger, pineapple, lime. Right? We got it? So let's get right into this. I'm going to make this, since it is a we did say tropical, right? So why not be tropical with a tropical style glass, right? And I'm just going to build it right in the glass. Why dirty up some stuff that if we don't have to? So it's going to start with some rum. You're going to need 1.5 ounces of rum to be exact. Follow that up with the star of our show today, ginger liqueur. Now, do you guys like ginger? You know I love ginger. In all kinds of things. Yeah, I like my ginger beer. I like this ginger liqueur. I like Bucks. I like, I'm going to put this right here because we're going to be using this all day. There's just something about it that I enjoy ginger. I don't know. When I was young, I did not care for ginger. I found it to be a little burny for me. But as I got older, for some reason, I really enjoy ginger. 2 ounces of pineapple juice, and it's very important that you pour it on the bar. That way you'll know what show you're watching, right? And then just about 1/2 ounce of lime juice. And that's about it, right? That's all you need. We will get a straw for our tropical ginger punch. Ginger and pineapple, I think, go very well together. So let's garnish this up. Why not? We got a pineapple, a little cherry, and since it is tropical after all, how about a little umbrella to get us started on our trip with all things ginger liqueur, the tropical ginger punch. So next one, let's go a little fizzy. And this one, I'm gonna make and shake, right? Why not? And again, this one, the ginger is more of the star player. I'm gonna go 1.5 ounces of ginger because I want the ginger to be pronounced. And then peach. Peach is another fruit flavor that's goes very well with ginger. I actually drink, I have this ginger peach tea that I drink. It's very good. It's good if you have a little issue with the tum-tum, you know. So it's a little splash of, not even worth measuring, just a splash. You know what? I'm just going to mix this one. I could have made this right in the glass. Let's see. What's an appropriate glass? I'm going to put it in this glass, and you know me, I'm not going to waste. I'm going dirty ice. And I forgot to tell you it was in this one. So let me just back up here a little bit. It's our ginger. Obviously, you knew that. Peach schnapps. Some lemon juice, and then when we get back to it, I'm just going to top it off with just a little bit of fizzy water. Your favorite club soda, mineral water, seltzer, whatever you want to put in there will be fine with me. Just a little bit of that, a little bit of the bubbles. I'm going to put a couple more cubes. How about a little lemon on the side. And that's our second drink in our ginger parade today here at the Underground. The Peach Ginger Fizz. And I have one more for you, and this one is actually a little bit of a signature-esque cocktail. This is called the Underground Ember. And again, it's going to have your ginger, Your favorite bourbon. Yeah, I'll use that one. Again, a little more lemon. Some honey simple syrup. Excuse me. Some bitters. I'm going to use orange today. And again, with just a little bit of club soda. So I will build this. I'm going to build this right in the glass for you because I think it'll just be easier that way. And since it is a signature cocktail, why not make it in a signature cocktail glass? So we have ounce and a half of ginger. No, this is bourbon, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about. And then I need an ounce of ginger. I'm just going to finish this one up. Wow, that's an ounce right there. How about that? Couldn't have planned it any better, folks. Couldn't have planned it any better. I need some honey syrup. About half of that. Some more lemon, about 3/4 lemon. This is half, so I go 1 1/2. So I have bourbon, ginger, lemon, honey simple syrup, a couple shots of bitters. Let's give that a little mix. Now you could put, this would be the place if you had like a real big ice cube. You could use it. You know, I like the little ice cubes because that's what I have today. So I'm going to say that I like them. And then this one, if you have, I happen to be out of candied ginger, but since we have the, that's not a very good one. Since we have the orange bitters in there, I'm gonna go with just a little bit of an orange twist, because why not, right? And there, to round off our ginger party today, a signature cocktail, the Underground Ember. All right, gang, there is our 3 cocktails as we explore all things good that come from ginger liqueur. Now, this is the only brand that I know of, but if there's others, by all means, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to try others to see if they are worthy of purchasing. Oh, Coca-Cola. So let's get into these. But before we do, you know you gotta subscribe, you gotta share, you gotta like, and YouTube has this new thing, hype. So if you can hype this video, that would help us out tremendously. That's a great opportunity to show your love for the underground and help us grow and do all the good things we want to do here for you. Like we do the lives. We're loving the lives. We are loving the lives, loving the lives. And I hope you love the lives too. And by all means, let us know what you'd like to see in an upcoming live. We try to plan them out. We do one a month. But by all means, share your thoughts and hopes and dreams and what you'd like to see at the Underground for our live happy hour. It's usually the first Friday of the month. It can change depending on what we're doing and holidays and stuff like that. But we're winding down the shot shootout to see what is the best old time shot. We've done other cocktail competitions. We do the shot shorts every Tuesday. We do taste tests and reviews. I have some of them coming up as well. And just a lot of fun things if you like hanging out with friends, having a nice cocktail, even having a bad cocktail. But a bad cocktail with good friends is better than a good cocktail by yourself, I would say. Wow, I could put that on a shirt. Oh, speaking of which, don't forget, if you want to get some swag, there's a link down below. You can get hats, shirts, sweatshirts, barware like this, and it's another great way to show your support for the underground. So enough of the commercials. Let's get into these things. I'm very much looking forward to them. So without further ado today, ready? Drink. I'm going to try them in the order that I made them because that only seems right. So here's to you guys. Thanks for coming and see us today. Cheers. Cheers to ginger. That's lovely. Would I tell you there was ginger in there? No. Would I say it's not your typical rum punch? Yes. There's something in there that makes it, that gives it a little something, something. You know what I mean? But you don't know what it is. It's ginger. That's tasty. That's a solid 8. Definitely a solid 8 out of 10 on that one. Yeah. How about this one? The peach ginger fizz. I like peach. Peach is my favorite fruit flavor. I like peach and I like mango. They're very similar, as you well know. And I like ginger, so I anticipate that I will like this. Cheers. Little peach, little ginger, little lemon, little fizz. It's lovely. Again, could I tell you that yes, that the other flavor in there is ginger? No, but is there something in there that makes the peach better? Yes. And again, it's our friend ginger. Wow. We're 2 for 2 today. Again, that's a solid 8. If it was a little more gingery, being that it's a ginger show, a ginger episode, that's the only thing keeping it as an 8. But I would be happy to drink that all day if you gave it to me. And then finally, here's our somewhat signature ginger cocktail, the Underground Ember. Now, see, bourbon, depending on the bourbon that you use, and I used a higher end bourbon only because I didn't feel like dragging out that big bottle, which is right there. It would have been very easy for me to get. But ginger has this, has this smoke, and it has that kind of, if you drink bourbon, you know what I'm talking about. But ginger has the spice, and then this has the sweetness. So I'm anticipating this is very old-fashioned-esque to me. It really is. So it's basically an old-fashioned that we've just added ginger to, now that I look at it. And you could, if you wanted to. Let me try it first. That's lovely. But you could, if you wanted to lighten it up just a bit, you could put a splash of soda in there. If you didn't want so heavy of a spirit-driven cocktail, you know what I mean? But let's see. Again, that's going to change drastically with the bourbon you use, the bitters you used. I use orange bitters because I had the lemon in there. But if you're going to just use Angostura or Paccio, that's going to change it quite a bit. That's another solid 8. These, I would be happy to drink any of these if I was given them. Would I change anything? Yeah, I might add a little more ginger to each of them, just to see. Now we're gonna have to just a splash, right? So I'm maybe putting maybe a 1/4 ounce more in each one, if that. Just because I want to amp up that gingeriness. Yep. Now I'm going to get out of here because I don't know if you can hear that, but Lisa's running the vacuum. So with that being said, I'm going to toast you off. Now I'm going to toast you off with this one. Thanks so much for coming to see us at the Underground as I almost fall on my rear end. We really enjoyed having you, and we hope you come see us again and again. Until that time, remember, I will save a seat at the bar for you, even with the vacuum running. Cheers.